Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. It is your boy, the Hungry Hornet, and here we are for yet another glorious YouTube video on motorcycles. In today's video, we're talking about the Honda 750 Hornet. More precisely, my 750 Hornet. Yes, it's that time. We've done quite a few of these where we've done mileage updates and all that sort of stuff, how the bike's going, how the bike's getting on, etc, etc. And today, well, more precisely yesterday, was the 1 calendar year anniversary that I've owned a bike. 1 year. I've owned it for one whole year. So today we're going to talk about the bike a little bit in depth. A little bit more in depth than I usually go into. We've got a whole year's worth of data, and we're just going to talk through the bits and bobs of the bike. So 13,686 miles on the road on this bike. We have covered Europe on this bike, so we've gone to France, Belgium, we have gone all across England on this bike, been to places like Doncaster, the Midlands, we've been to Birmingham, we've been who's who, where of places here in England. Obviously we've done the commuting on the bike throughout the year, throughout the calendar year. We've done 13,686 miles, which averages out about just over 1,000 miles a month, more or less. Some months I've done 2,000 miles, other months I've only done 500 because I've just been commuting. It's swings and roundabouts, if you like. So we'll talk about, first and foremost, the performance of the bike. How has it performed under quite heavy usage? So it's used every day, it's used regularly, it's used frequently, it's gone different places. It's unfortunately I can't say it's on its original tyres, because about 500 miles ago the tyres went and that's due to a pothole. So no fault of the bike. The Road 6s that were put on there were beautiful, but unfortunately they ended up getting pretty badly done in by a pothole just outside of junction 20. I'd like to say it was junction 24, I think it was. Yeah, so we're not on the original tyres. We've now got some Road 5s on them because we didn't have any Road 6s in stock. So I've got a back Road 5 and a back front Road 5. So far so good on the Road 5s. Actually, they're alright, they're not too bad. They feel a bit different, not in a bad way necessarily, but they definitely feel slightly different. Not massively different, just slightly. We'll look at MPG in a minute. We can look at it now, actually, why not? So MPG wise, so current trip I've done is 228 miles. We've gone 4.5 gallons of consumption, which works out at 50 miles per gallon. Now I've got here trip B meter at 6,847, just a little bit more of a test area if you like. 125 gallons consumed and 54.7 miles to the gallon. So I think if we were to really look at it, it'd probably be around I'd say the 55 mark, 58 miles to a gallon, if you include all driving conditions and all history. We've done currently, as I said, 13,687 miles now, and the bike is it's all pretty much stock from when we got it. So we've still got the same chain, still got the same sprockets, minimal wear and tear. We've still got quite a lot of mils left on the front and rear brake pads. There's a lot still still got going for it. So we haven't hammered it. We've gotten a nice amount. It's had 2 services. So it's had the run-in service and it's had its 8,000 mile service. Mathematically speaking, we're not too far away off from its 3rd service, which is supposed to be its 3rd year service, but it's actually a year and a bit. And then after that I'll have to probably go on some sort of a la carte method of servicing, which will basically just mean it will be more expensive than I'm currently paying just to keep it in service. So at the 16,000 mile mark you're supposed to have a valve clearance. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I probably will, but we'll see, you know. It's definitely lived up to its hype. I think if we're gonna look at it from comfortability wise, you know, it's quite a comfortable bike. I've not had many issues with it. As I've said in previous videos, my wife doesn't find it very comfortable as pillion, but I don't think, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say it's the most uncomfortable bike I've ever ridden, but if you're doing the things I'm doing on it, it's not going to be comfortable for too long, I'd say. The bike has never missed a step. It's always fired up. It's performed fantastically during the winter, I'm going to tell you that. Its rain mode is decent, you know, it gives you a lot of traction, traction control on the back wheel. The traction control is phenomenal on this, I'd say. I've had a lot of, you know, I've taken this out on some absolutely horrible conditions recently, and when we got off the bike and have a little walk around, you're going to be able to see those conditions firsthand, because they've left its mark on the bike. It's dirty to say the least recently. I haven't had a chance to clean it. I haven't had enough time. I'll probably give it a bit of a clean actually at the petrol station, I'd say, in a minute. But yeah, it's been a very good bike. It's definitely lived up to its potential, and it's definitely got a lot going for it. The only thing I've changed really is the bar ends. It's the only thing that's not stock, and it's only because they fell off during a long trip, because they're made out of plastic. So I've got some screw-on ones. I've got a bob going for it. Yeah, it's very nice. All in all, the bike has performed, as I said, tremendously. There's been no issues whatsoever with the bike. It's been a joy to ride. It's been fun to ride, and it performs very well in the summer, I'd say. It's an interesting bike, to say the least, and it's done very well during the winter. As I said, it's held its own on the surfaces of the road, the icy conditions, and it still, as you can see, pulls well, sounds nice. It's got a lot, it's responsive. It's not got any issues at all. I've obviously only owned it for a year, but we've done some, I'd consider this quite, I don't know if people consider it heavy mileage, but I'd consider it quite heavy. I mean, it's definitely being ridden daily. I mean, it's not got 20,000 miles on it, but you know, you'll see bikes that are in, you know, 3-4 years old that have 13,000 miles, and that's because obviously mostly people ride bikes as a hobby and not as a, you know, commuter bikes. You'll see have lots of miles, and you'll see delivery bikes have a lot of miles. My goal is to, obviously, I really want to put 100k on that. I do. I really want to put 100k on that. At this rate, take me about 7 years, I'd say, but I want to put more miles on it as well, and I'm hoping that I get extra time to do it. And yeah, but it's obviously expensive running a bike with a lot of miles in, so you know, I wouldn't fully recommend doing that. Complaints wise, the bike is, I don't really anything to complain about. Does its job. Nothing has gone wrong with it. Nothing, not a single thing. The only thing that's obviously gone wrong, I've had to change the tyres, but that's not the bike's fault. That's just how it goes, you know. You hit a pothole at 70 miles an hour, you're going to get, you know, a puncture. It's going to lose some sort of resistance, some sort of integrity on the tyre. All the gizmos and gadgets work really well. Currently the bike is continuously in rain mode just because of the weather, and as you can see, it's you know, we've seen this bike perform on the motorway, we've seen this bike perform on the twisties, and it is a nice bike. It is capable of doing everything you want it to. I mean, I've even put it down farm roads, to be fair. Well, it's just capable. It's capable of doing it. It's a capable bike, and it's a decent bike. I've had no issues with it, and you know, every time I hop on it, I just want to ride it more and ride it for longer. Obviously, I'm looking forward to the summer, and you know, getting out of the winter. It'd be nice, just because obviously you know, biking in the winter is you know, challenging enough as it is, you know, no matter what bike you have. Don't know why I got a head nod there. Obviously someone appreciates the Hornet. It's performed admirably. I've taken it to Paris, I've taken it Calais, Dunkirk, I've taken it to Bruges, I've taken this bike Birmingham, as I said, I've taken it to, you know, the Midlands, I've taken it, there's not many places it hasn't gone. I've taken it around Cornwall, to Loo, I've taken it many places, Plymouth, Exeter many times, Dawlish, I've taken it to Carve, just trying to think. It's definitely gone to a lot of places. I can't think of all the places it's been to, but it's gone to on different sorts of roads. It's gone to the seaside, it's gone to Yeovil, it's gone North Devon, it's gone Somerset, it's gone Dorset, it's gone Cornwall, it's gone the Midlands, as I said, it's gone London, it's gone everywhere, you know. It's gone Wales, I believe it's gone Wales, I don't know. It's probably going Wales this year though, so and quite soon. So, you know, it's gone lots of places, and it's very user friendly, I'd say. You know, the bike's good. Beginners wise, obviously, I know we got some American compadres that watch this channel and they can just get on whatever bike they want. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner. As you can, there is a lot of power to it. It seems like it's not very, like the first time you ever get on it, you're like, wow, this is a bit, you know, whoa, is it snatchy, is it this, you know. That was my first video I think I released on this. Is it snatchy? And it is snatchy. You know, as the miles have gone on in it and we've bedded her in, it's nowhere near as snatchy. It's actually very smooth and wonderful. That didn't take long to get rid of either, you know. It is a pleasant bike to ride, and it's a lovely bike to have fun on. My rating of this bike would be quite high a year in. I definitely think the bike is worth every penny. The touring capability of it is quite good. It's definitely, I look at it as like a little naked tourer, a street fighter. The seat I find comfortable enough, but my butt is probably quite used to it now, I'd say. So there's a lot that this bike's got going for it, a lot, you know. I can't really think of many negatives. I want to think of stuff that I don't like about the bike. I mean, the fuel consumption could be a bit better, I'd say. You know, it gets dirty very easily, but that's just my fault. It doesn't feel amazing to ride at 20 miles an hour, I'm not going to lie. It's a bit, you know, town speeds, you can get sort of distracted and not realise that you're speeding. And as you can, on this channel I try my best to stay at the speed limit, and sometimes the bike will just catch you off guard because you just, you know, just not really paying, you just didn't notice that you're doing 5 miles an hour above the speed limit, which is a bit unfortunate. Who was this bike for? Can you get, you know, what can you do on it? The question is, what can't you do on it? You know, I mean, would I take this bike up mountains? No. Would I ride this bike to Germany? Yes. How much fun can I get out of the bike? A lot. There's a lot. It's got a lot going for it, this bike, and I think it's a bit of a sneaky sort of contender for sort of, I've said it before, I believe this is an all-rounder. This is the sort of bike that's an all-rounder. It's a decent bike. The only thing that, you know, I have mentioned this many times before, I just believe the fuel consumption could be slightly better. But from what I can tell, for this size bike and this, you know, I mean, I've gone from 125, haven't I? So this is why I feel this way, because 125s get 120 miles to a gallon, and to get to 50, to go from that to 50 is difficult to sort of stomach, if you like, because most people will be like, oh fuck that, it's an expensive bike to run. But it's not expensive. I mean, I feel like once a week maybe I do about 170 miles a week currently, just commuting. I've not done any fun hours on it recently because I've just been so busy. I mean, if I had to give it an overall rating after a year of owning it and 13,690 plus miles, I would say it's definitely a 10 out of 10. Definitely a 10 out of 10 as far as motorcycles go. Lots of features. Nothing wasted though. The features are definitely 100% needed. So, you know, when you put it in sports mode, the thing goes like the clappers. It's got a lot of acceleration, a lot of torque, sounds lovely, it's comfortable. I thoroughly enjoyed this bike. Alright, there she is. So as you can see, she still looks pretty good. No visible markings already. Giving it a quick wash, obviously. Need to give it more of a detailed clean, but it's the winter, so all that's going to happen is we're going to put protectors on. Protectants to get it looking all shiny. No visible markings. The panniers aren't currently on it because we don't need it, just commuting. And she's in good nick. She's kept up really well. Got new tyres in, still got the markings on the tyres. They've done about 150 miles now. The only markings I've got are on the mirror because I scraped it against the wall trying to manhandle the bike around the corner, and you know, the rest, it's all beautiful. As you can see, these stickers didn't come with it. So yeah, there you go. That's my rundown of a year's ownership of the bike. It's an absolutely incredible machine with an incredible array of features and menus and all sorts. You know, you can change and customize things. Generally very good. You know, you got your riding manager, shift points, displays. I'm going to change the display actually to black. There we go. That wraps up this video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're thinking about getting one of these, definitely do. It's well worth the money. Till the next time, I've been the Hungry Hornet. You've been incredible, and here's to another year of riding on the 750 Hornet.